Hi everyone. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to come and speak on something that's on my heart, really, because it actually made me cry. The lack of this made me cry, and it's about like as a woman, like in society these days where everyone wants equality. Like women are kind of being forced to be almost seen as the same as men, and we're not. And there's a distinct lack of masculine protection in society. And masculine protection is very nourishing and nurturing, and it enables the feminine prosperity. And femininity is not just in women, it's in men as well. So people just need to get over all of this it's mental health problems, all of these very permanent, invasive actions that they take based on trauma, if you ask me, and have actually caused the disintegration of the perception of women and what creates value. And we are here to value differences. Like, we are here to value differences. We're not made the same. Like, God made women and God made men. And we are not made the same for a reason, because we have qualities that teach each other and nurture each other and help each other to thrive and flourish. And I was just crying because there's I've been experiencing some very scary times in recent weeks and months, and I've just been noticing more and more the distinct lack of masculine protection in my physical reality, and how I would have liked to have masculine physical protection in scary situations. And it's almost like society makes women feel like weak for saying that we're not the same as men, or like, no, we're just not. We're not. We're targeted more. We're thrown to the wolves more. We're vilified more, slandered more. We're just abused more. We're just generally abused more. I'm not saying men don't get abused. They do. But like, women are perceived in society and treated as weaker, and like it's legitimate for mistreating us. I've experienced it myself. I'm not saying I am lesser. I'm saying I acknowledge that there are reprobates out there that take advantage of their positions and treat me like I'm lesser because of their perceptions, not because that's what I am. It's because of their sick minds. And because of that, we need protection. You can't just go and go around pretending like you are totally strong, and like, no, we do. I'm very capable. I'm very strong. I'm competent in a lot of ways. Like, there's a lot of things that I can do that are stereotypically what a man would do in, like, when people think of gender roles. But I still, like, you still need proper protection, and it's missing in society. It's missing. There's no men. Where are the men? Where are the men? There's people that look like men. I mean, like, they're men, But as in, like, they've not nurtured themselves as men. They've not grown up. They're not protective. They're not supportive. They're not honest. They don't have integrity. Like, there's loads of bullies. And that's across both, actually, but like across women and men. There's loads of bullies. And there's loads of people that manipulate and cheat. And compete. There's nothing worse than getting people trying to drag you into like low life competitions or drag you into complaints processes and things because of their inadequacy. It's their inadequacy. They're inadequate. They can't meet you where you're at. They can't actually. They haven't nurtured their masculine qualities to help you up. What services are there for is to help you out of the position that you're in, to bring you up to a better position. But what happens now is you go to a service trying to get help and they drag you down. So you end up in a worse position than the one that you went to them in because they're inadequate. And that is very I've experienced it many times over the last 18 months. And it's not even something that I don't know what you would do to solve that problem. It's a very, very real gap where people don't give you a leg up. Like, and that's a masculine thing to do. And I like, why is it wrong to honour masculinity? It's not wrong. It's not feminist. It's very feminist, actually. But you shouldn't be going to a service to get support and then be treated as an object to take advantage of, manipulate, and ruin because of their incapability, their incompetence, their inadequacy. And then people just continuously dragging you into complaints processes because they're a failure and they want you to be a failure too, because they get paid to do that. They're going home taking salaries, and it's rife. It's rife. It's disgusting. Who wants to live in a world of continuous grievances like that? Like it's not normal. That's not normal. That comes from a lack of masculine presence. True masculine presence. And the way I cried at when I realised that was the absence that I felt, it was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like a weight, like it was a heaviness in my heart. Like the cry had a weight to it. It's really sad. Really sad. But anyway, that's what I wanted to speak on. I'm gonna I'm getting upset again now. I don't really want to cry on the video, but yeah, for now I think I've said enough. There's literally no way that I would get treated the way I've been treated if there was a physical masculine presence in my physical reality. And people just need to face facts that that's the truth. It creates suffering, real, very real suffering. Like, if you're a single woman that's made her own way, you get treated like there's something wrong with you, when there's nothing wrong with you. It's wrong with the wrong is how you're seen. It's not you. You should be applauded, because you have to wade through such adversity and be treated like crap. It's not deserving either. None of it's deserved. None of it actually reflects on anything, who you are or what you do or anything. It's just the filth that you're surrounded by, that make you feel like that's what you have to deal with to have what you have, and it's not true. You don't have to go through that, and a lot of people don't have to go through that. Yeah, but there's just a lot of hurt on my heart about the lack of true masculine support, true masculine nurturance and sustenance. It's a very valuable presence and, quality that's missing. It's just missing in society. There's a very, very real gap. It's a black hole. And I don't care what anyone says, but traditional values are sustainable. Traditional values are sustainable, and they are what cause success. They are what actually enable success. And so I haven't really got time for that progressive bollocks. Real progress comes from consistency and traditionalism. It does. And actually having long-term having foresight and the courage to actually have long-term plans and not just live in the moment and stuff. Like, this is kind of slightly off topic. Well, it is really off topic. But it's not really. It's kind of not as serious as like not having masculine protection in the real sense of like being met with danger. But it's more like, I don't know how to. It's more about like the lack of traditionalism that's present. Like, I don't like anything that's in the shops. Well, look for clothes and stuff. No, I don't like anything. Like, it's all stuff that's really expensive, made with really shit material. It's not going to last in your wardrobe. It's not going to be something that you're going to look at like 5 years later and think, oh yeah, I still really like that. There's nothing like that in the shops. And people buy it, and that's just like, because people have got a one-time only view. And that one-time only view is not real masculinity. And that's kind of why it might be like, it seemed like a bit of an out there example, but real protection isn't a one-time only view. Like, to have the courage to nurture and nourish and support and protect, they're not a one-time only thing. It's real. That's real. That's commitment. And there's just that might be why there's just a distinct. even if people look like they're in committed situations on the outside, commitment is an attitude. It's quality. It's a quality that you develop in yourself. It's not like having a full-time job or whatever. That's not even a symbol of commitment anymore. It's really not. To me, it's a symbol of corruption. That's what my reality and my experience is showing me over almost 2 years. Well, a lot longer than that, but definitely over the last 2 years. Yeah, like, and even when I did work in a corporate environment, so I used to be an NHS manager for 14 years. I was surrounded by people that were not, like, they just didn't care. Like, they cared about the job title. Like, they didn't actually care about doing a good job. Like, they just cared about the job title and like what things look like on the CV. I'm sorry, but go and work in a job where it doesn't matter. Like, that shouldn't be your number one priority, especially not working in the health service. But even in the health service, there was more shallow people like that than not. More people that cared about doing the makeup to the nines and having the hair straightened and looked like they were dressed nicely at work than actually doing quality work. There was more thick people, bimbos. No, sorry. Like, that's not commitment. That's something else. But yeah, this video is longer than what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, but it just makes me deeply, deeply sad. Like, that absence of masculine protection. It's very, yeah, it's like a black hole. It's a gaping hole that society is missing. It provides structure and it enables real femininity to thrive. I'm sorry, but no one can call themselves a woman without having that safety. Like, for me, I don't feel like a woman completely because I have to always do everything myself. Like, I have to be on alert and stuff and do all that protection and things. And it takes me away from my femininity. And that's a disaster for society as well. That's a complete disaster. I just think women need to be appreciated for being women, and we should be allowed to thrive in our femininity. Which is creativity, basically. That's a big part of it. Anyway, the next video is probably going to be less heavy. Yeah. Yeah, and for people, if they've experienced something, if they resonate with this and do experience something similar, it's really not you. I promise you, it's not you. It's not you at all. see you in the next video.